I, 21F, wanna break up with my long-term partner, 24M, because I no longer like how he looks. Really need help on my situation. I've been with my boyfriend for 4 years. And from the beginning he was really fit and kept himself groomed. Mainly because the military was forcing him to. After he got out, however, he's been on a straight decline since. I used to have to remind him to brush his teeth. He's gotten better at that part. He's gained over 60 pounds and wears the same clothes every day unless I pick out his outfit. I am a really flamboyant young lady and we get a lot of stares when we are out in public because we just look like total opposites. I've told him multiple times how I wish that he took care of himself. We've had serious conversations but nothing ever improves. I love him for him, but I'm at a breaking point where I crave physical attention but not from him in his current state. Besides physical attraction, he's a wonderful partner who always has my back. I feel like I would be a bitch if I broke things off for these reasons. Edit. I just wanted to mention that he was never active duty and went straight into the reserves after training. Sounds like he's depressed. Has that been considered? This is beyond weight. He's struggling with basic hygiene. Sounds like he's having a hard time adjusting to civilian life. It's not uncommon. The military is very structured and disciplined. He needs to talk to someone who has been where he is. They can help him get through this. Do you want to stay on the condition he gets help, or are you totally done? It's something you need to decide. Op. Definitely depression level burnout due to the military. Op. Does he have ADHD by any chance? This is not just letting yourself go. This is major executive dysfunction. Is he in therapy? You're not required to stay along for the ride, but it sounds like he needs help. This sounds like depression. How is he doing emotionally? A lot of times people struggle to get back into the rhythm of a normal life after time in the military. Going from having pretty much every single minute of every day filled with instructions and requirements back to absolute freedom can be overwhelming, and a lot of people either go berserk or just become completely sedentary like your boyfriend has. Like others have said, he needs help. And it does sound like depression. Is he able to afford therapy? Is he close to his family? Maybe you can reach out to them too? Does he want help? But you also have a limit, and it's okay to put your mental health first. Say yes whilst he needs help. You also have a life and deserve to be happy. It'd be a hard decision, but if you leave, that's okay, and you're not a bitch for that. Do you want him to get better, or would you like out of the relationship? Not a judgy question. Just wondering what advice to give. Because if you want him to get better, it's an uphill battle. And he won't get better until he wants to get better. Speaking as somebody with depression, it takes a while to get to the point to want to improve yourself. But having a supportive partner helps. If you want to leave, that's fair too. His mental illness is not your responsibility. And if he doesn't want to get better, there's no point in you staying. You leaving might be the slap in the face he needs to improve himself. It sounds like he needs therapy. I would focus more on the lack of hygiene and decline in health. You're both young and deserve to be enjoying your 20s, but he is battling something way above your pay grade and lives like a 50-year-old who's given up. Since he was in the military, his insurance should cover therapy no problem. But he also has to want to change. I see that it's been said multiple times already, but I feel like it's worth repeating. This sounds like depression under normal circumstances. But add on that he was previously in the military, and there might be even more to it. I think you may want to sit down with him and talk about making an appointment with a mental health specialist. The military might be able to provide you with resources. He does sound like he could have something going on. And many others have really useful comments. I just wanted to say, if you've tried to help him, and he refuses, it's not your fault. You can't force someone to change or get better if they don't want it. You can't force them to seek psychological help if they aren't a danger to themselves or others. You also can't force yourself to have romantic feelings or sexual attraction to someone if it's gone. There is nothing wrong with deciding to stop dating someone because you've tried to help them and make it work. But it didn't work and now your happiness is suffering. You are only 21 after all. You have to do what's best for you as well if you reach that point. I think you guys are really young and it's okay to break up because they've done a 180 in attitude. Or physical appearance. Might be shallow, but frankly, why do you waste a year to try and change someone that won't change? He is fit and neat because he was forced to. He's not forced to anymore. And it might be depression or it simply might be that he's gone through those motions before and now he wants to be relaxed and now worry about these things. Do whatever you want. If you've had serious conversations and he doesn't take it seriously, there isn't much you can do. It may be depression, but if he isn't willing to get help or fix the issue, then you know you need to leave. Bad hygiene is a big issue. You shouldn't have to mother your partner into being clean. I don't really think this is an issue of, you obviously don't love him. But rather his lack of hygiene makes you grossed out and unable to be intimate with him. It's not like you haven't tried. People seem to have jumped straight into suggestions for you to get him help. And while he does sound like he needs some help, I doubt you are in a position to provide it, especially because you're barely out of your teens, and just want to have some fun while you're still in your party years. And as an older, chronically ill woman, I totally support you in this. It would be different, perhaps, if you guys were older, and had been married a long time. But you're not. You're just a kid who has been with this slightly too old guy since you were 16. Go forth and party. It's possible that leaving is the best thing you can do for him. Lots of people improve their lives after they get dumped. But even more people waste years of their partner's lives resisting every reasonable urging to seek help. Don't wait until you're 30. With 2 kids. Because I can tell you that is really no fun at all. You're free to leave, and it's totally valid. You're not happy. Dating is how we choose our partners and we get to choose. It's so incredibly common for people who have served to have depression or other mental health battles. See if he is willing to get some help. If you have invested so much into the relationship, it's worth staying if he is willing to take steps towards getting help. I loved my ex-military BF deeply and would have married him, but when someone is depressed and jaded and not willing to help themselves, there's not much you can do. They start treating you bad just like they treat themselves. I jumped ship but wish it could have been different. You're 21. Go out and live your life. Be happy. Sounds like this guy had plenty of time to get his act together and he is actively choosing not to. He's not going to change. Don't let him drag you down with him. I know it absolutely sucks. But attraction is an important part of prolonged intimacy. I'm sure it makes you feel shallow to act on this feeling. But you aren't just ditching him because he's a bit heavier now. You are talking about a total lifestyle change. Whereas is forcing you to take on his autonomy for him or just watch him do nothing. If I had to guess, it sounds like he is going through something mentally. Especially the not changing clothes bit is a big sign.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.